big shot after big shot. I mean, starting the second half, we come out, we score, then Ferris hits a three, we come back down the floor and score again. Ferris hits another three. Then we hit back-to-back threes and get it to 16. And Stewart comes out and hits about a 23-footer. And it's just a big-time shot. And at that point in time, I was like, if we could get one more stop and get down and score, all of a sudden you kind of make the game a little more interesting. But unfortunately, we were never able to get it to where a shot actually started to matter. And what I mean by that is, when you're up 15, 16, that rim looks really big. You get it to 10, you get it to 8, and all of a sudden there's a little bit more pressure on you, and we could just never get over that hump and get it to that.
Question from Graham here.
Jeff, are there ways you can build off this run that weren't available to you in 2009 because of who you lost from that team?
Well, of course. I think what this does for us is I think it shows people that our 09 run was not an accident. And where I'm hoping that this really helps us build is in recruiting. I'm hoping there's some players out there that realize, hey, look what they've done at Louisville the past 6 years. We played for 2 national championships the past 5 years. And in order for us to continue to make runs like this and then to come into this situation and be able to beat Connecticut is we're going to have to continue to recruit and get players that can come in here and push the ones we've got. And then we'll put a team out there where we're competing to win this game.
We'll take 2 final questions here and over here.
Jeff, to kind of elaborate on that, can you speak to this team's potential next year? I know it's kind of hard now, but considering who you guys have coming back and the injured players that you didn't have?
Well, I'm really excited about that, but at the same time, I've got to make sure my players understand that we just went on a pretty special run. And if you're going to sit here this spring and summer and think that same thing's going to happen without going back to work and getting better individually, it's not going to happen. I challenged them in the locker room after the game. I said, hey, this is unbelievable. This is something you'll never forget. I'm not going to forget it either. But if you're satisfied with this, that's not what I want. I mean, I've had the opportunity to coach in the national championship 3 years, once as an assistant, and we were out there celebrating, and now twice as a head coach. And we're still one step away. I mean, you've got to climb that next step to be able to cut the nets down, and that's our goal. And I told our players that. And I think they want the same thing, and we understand we have to have the same type of improvement from each player as we did this year to be able to make that next step. And hopefully, our incoming recruits will be able to help, and then hopefully, again, we'll be able to continue to recruit some special players that want to be a part of this. Because, I mean, I'm not sure. I think we counted. I think there's been 8 schools, I believe, in the past 5 years that have actually played in a Final Four. In our game, it's not easy to get to this game that we've just played in. And because of the fact that we're continuing to recruit and continuing to get players to believe in what we're doing, and hopefully we'll see the dividends when we sign our next class and in the class after that.
One final question over here.
Lee Michelson, fullcourt.com. Coach, speaking of the talent that you already have, could we get your thoughts on how Sarah Hammond rose to the occasion tonight when both Slaughter and Schimmel were being so well contained by UConn?
Well, I thought Sarah came out and competed. We're still going to challenge her. She settled a few times for fadeaway shots. When she's got it, she's quick enough and strong enough to drive to the basket, try to absorb the contact, and try to get three-point plays. But, the progress that she made from her freshman year to her sophomore years, it's remarkable. And I challenged her to make those same strides to her junior year. Because if she does that, now all of a sudden we're getting better. And that's the same thing I told Jude Schimmel. I thought, Jude has done a great job for us. And now she has to continue to improve. You can just go down the entire line. So we're honored to have the opportunity to play for a national championship, but we're not satisfied with the results. So we're going to continue to get back to work and hopefully be able to be the ones that are out there celebrating.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, everybody.